Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining our webinar. I am super excited to share some information with you. I'm going to try to make it pretty quick. I know that you don't have a lot of time, and this is just to kind of let you know that some really big and exciting things are happening, and I hope you pay attention. So my name is Melissa, and I will share a little bit about my story with you, but first we want to ask a question. Are you somehow connected to India, whether that's through family or friends or business, but you're living right here in the US or Canada? You know, the reason we're asking this is because right now there's no better time in the history of the world to start your own business, create your own financial freedom. People are doing this every day online. They're making money through social media. They're making money through networking. They're making money through webinars and coaching and conferencing. So there's so much opportunity out there. And now is the time to dream big and find a way to live your passion and create a secondary income. That's what this is all about, creating a secondary income that can replace your first primary income. So now is your opportunity. Play a higher role, serve a higher purpose, earn a higher income, and start to share your gifts with the world. My goal with this webinar is to help you become financially independent. You can create a lifestyle business in 2 years. And what in the world does any of this have to do with India? So if you stay to the end, you're going to learn what multi-billion-dollar brand is expanding to India and how you can use this knowledge to set yourself financially free and take charge of your financial future. No one knows about this information right now. This is something that in 2 years, everybody that has any connections to India will know about it. You will be hit up starting in probably 12 months by a lot of people, because once people find out that this country is going to open up, then people start to get involved. Right now, no one knows. So you can either wait for a year and then jump in, or, you know, hear about the opportunity in a year, or you can be the person that starts it right here, right now, and you could be the one that is going and talking to everyone else versus them coming and talking to you. So why am I giving this webinar? Why am I asking these questions? Well, let me introduce myself a little bit to you. My name is Melissa Bird, and I became an entrepreneur at the age of 19 when I was going to university. I started my own marketing company after college, and I expanded to 8 different states. I, did pretty well. This marketing company that I owned, we traveled around the US. We managed a team of sales rep, and I made pretty good money. I was able to buy some real estate and some rental properties. I had a pretty good lifestyle. I did a ton of traveling in my 20s. And I really thought that I was in the business that I wanted to be in until I got closer to turning 30. And that's when I approached that age, I started to realize that, yes, I'd done a lot of things right, but at the same time, I had done a lot of things wrong. Meaning I think I was in a business that could not grow beyond my own reach. And every year I had to go out and I had to do the same amount of sales for the same amount of money. And then I had to repeat it next year. And so after 7 years of doing this, I was tired of doing it. I mean, I was tired of going out and finding new clients, new sales reps, new territory every single year to make the exact same amount of money. It could not grow beyond my reach, and it could not build over time. And there was no residual component to my business at all. So that was really frustrating. I knew that I wanted something that could grow and build, and wanted something that would continue to pay me and build on my efforts. I was pretty open-minded. And I always believed in the idea of network marketing, but I kind of hated how people did it. And there's a few reasons why I won't go into, but I was never really open to it because I'd never really seen anybody make money except for the people that were at the very top. And that's such a cliche. I don't think it's that way anymore. I think with the market changing and with social media, I think everybody does have the opportunity to make money in network marketing. However, when I look at the people that made great money, because like I said, I own a marketing company, so I was doing pretty well, but the people that made great money in network marketing, what I learned is they were always the ones that went international. They were always the ones that went and had a business in another market because it expanded there. And when you're the first in a country, typically things grow and they're all growing underneath you. And so I knew that that's how a lot of people in network marketing did really well. So I love the concept of it, but I just didn't like how people do it until when I was about 30, I found out that there was going to be a brand new market opening up for my company that I currently work with. And that country was Vietnam. And I'll tell you what, I watched a video. I found out that just like you're watching this video now, I found out that Vietnam was an unopened country and that people were and that this company was going to be there in the next couple years. And I jumped in. That's all I needed to know. I didn't know a lot about the company. I didn't know anything about the products, and I knew nothing about the compensation plan, but I knew one thing. I knew opportunity. I knew I had the chance to go and be the first for this company that was expanding to a new region. And I jumped right in. I knew my company had a good reputation. So that's pretty much all that I needed to know. I jumped in, I started to learn about the products, the company, the compensation plan, and then I started to network. And I ended up actually moving to Vietnam. I lived there for 2 years. That's not what we're asking you to do. And you don't need to do that. But, when I started this business, there wasn't a lot of social media. There wasn't internet the way that we have it now with our phones, and so it's totally a different world than what it was, 10 years ago doing this type of business. However, I did move to Vietnam and I developed a team, which has become one of the top teams in Vietnam. So what makes this difference? Well, timing is everything, and why I don't expect you to be like me and just jump into an opportunity without knowing anything about the company or the products. That's what this video is for. It's going to introduce you. But what you do get to know that no one else knows, and you're finding out this information before anyone else, is that this country is going to open up, and right now is the time to begin right here in the US and Canada. And so I'm looking for people that want to get involved, that want to take a look and learn how they can do what I did in Vietnam and help develop residual income that will allow them to completely take control over their time and financial stability. And most people these days, they have a side hustle. This is a very popular industry now. It's not what it used to be. 44 million Americans have a side hustle. That's 4 out of every 10 people are doing this. You must have a secondary source of income. Lifestyles are changing. Things are becoming more expensive. People need extra income to pay off debt. So choose something that will grow and that will build over time, year after year after year, for that one-time effort. In Vietnam, I have found and created leaders that today have been paid over $1 million in commission. And the cool thing is that these are local Vietnamese leaders, and that they started just like this. They started just like you. They just heard that this company was coming and they decided to learn and get involved. Like I said, no one has to move anywhere. I did that just because, there wasn't social media. There wasn't great conferencing video apps and Skype and all those types of things that work really, really well now. But you can start right here in the US and Canada, and kind of find people just like you, people who are looking for opportunity and looking for a way to make money and to be financially free and have a better lifestyle. So real quick, I do need to touch on this disclaimer. India is not yet opened. We are not currently doing business in India. Currently, we are looking for leaders or people that have connections to those communities that are right here in the US and Canada. So I just need to make that very clear. But it's up to you to get involved. I can help you, I can teach you and show you what to do, and I will do it right there along besides you. All you have to do is ask questions and be willing to learn and look, and more importantly, you have to want to have more for yourself and for your family in your life and have a strong desire. So look, I'm an American girl. I didn't know the language. I didn't have one contact in that country, and I was able to build a massive organization now that spans 3 continents. I simply started just looking for Vietnamese, looking for people that spoke the language. I knew what I wanted, and I found a way to make that happen. And so my point is that you can do that with or without any connections starting right now. You can find them. If you have connections, you are one step ahead. But if you have 0 connections, but you just are like me and looking for opportunity, you can find connections. That's exactly why you're watching this. I have no connections to India. I've been there before, and I have a couple of connections in the country. And so I will text them, and they're starting to introduce me to people here, which is great. But you might have connections already that you should be looking for as well. So take a look at the company and our products, and then after, let's hop on a call and talk. Before I start the information about the products and the company, I just want to go over a few stories. Story number 1 is about a translator. So This is a woman, her name is Shumi Rue, and this was about 25 years ago when the company was expanding to Japan. She was a translator for some of the leaders, and she was translating the information, and she just listened, and she thought, hey, this is a pretty big opportunity, and I'm helping these guys make connections, and I'm helping them build their business. Can I do this as well? And she jumped in, and she started to build a business with the people she was translating for, and today has made over 20 million in commissions over the last 25 years. She was a 19-year-old translator. If she can do that, anybody can do this. It's just a really unique and large opportunity that anybody can take advantage. So the second story I want to talk about is a first mover. So this is a man, he worked in the Vietnamese market just like myself, and his team is amazing. They've done so many great things for the people in Vietnam, but he started 4 years before the market opened. He was one of the very first. And the reason that his team was able to grow so large, like I moved to Vietnam and developed a team there on the ground when the market opened. He started before the market opened right here in the US, working with the Vietnamese communities in the US before the country opened, which is exactly what we're going to do right here with India as well. I don't know the amount of commissions that he's made, but I do know that his team, it dominates the market in Vietnam, and he's got thousands and thousands and thousands of distributors. It's very impressive, and it's because he was the first mover. He got the ball rolling. And then the third story, this has nothing to do with our company. She's in our company now, and she shares this story. Her name's Paige. And Paige talks about there's nothing more expensive than a missed opportunity. When she was just graduated from college, I think she had a little bit of money, and there was a company in Bend, Oregon, that approached her. They were some family friends, and they said, hey, look, we're starting an athletic wear company, and we'd love for you to invest and be a part of this, and we'll offer you 30% of the company. I think these are the numbers that she shared with me. I can't remember. She told me the story a few years ago, but they said, we'll offer you 30% of the company for $15,000. And she turned them down. They weren't she didn't really know anything about athletics. She was a dancer, and she just didn't think it had anything to do with her. And so she turned him down. And well, anyway, she tells the story that company's name was Nike. And you all know who Nike is, the most well-known athletic brand in the world. Multi-billion dollar brand, and she had the opportunity to be one of the first investors, and she didn't even look at it. She turned it down. She didn't think it had anything to do with her, and so she shares that story to teach people, look, there's nothing more expensive than a missed opportunity. Don't say no to what you know nothing about. Take a look at the company, see if it is an opportunity. So that's our invitation. There's nothing more expensive than a missed opportunity. And we're just looking for people to mentor, people that are eager to make money, want to have fun along the way, and build a business, whether that's traditional or on social media. There's no cost to start, 24-hour support training, 7 days a week. You have nothing to lose, but everything to gain. So 6 months of hardcore focus and alignment can put you 5 years ahead in life. Don't underestimate the power of consistency and desire you have and what it takes to become the best that you can be. Don't ever doubt yourself. Harness your power. Exceed your expectations. Before I start the information about the company and the products, I just wanted to share this. This is me. It's my favorite place. It's up on a lake in Montana, and I spend most of my summers up there just on the dock with family and friends. I love nothing more than being at a lake in the mountains, and it's because I have the opportunity to do that, and I'm so grateful for it. It's because I've created a laptop lifestyle, and I have complete freedom over what I do. I can do work right on the dock from a lake in Montana, and so anyway, I hope you take a look at the video and then text me. You can text back to this video link, or you can text me at my cell phone number. So take a look at the video about the company and the products, and then send me a text message, and let's set up a time to chat, and I look forward to meeting you.
Okay, so good evening everyone, and welcome to this online business overview. My name's Sarah Bergin, and I've been partnered now with the company for just over 5 years. Before I came across this opportunity, I was a makeup artist and beauty therapist, and only a year into this opportunity I was able to let go of my business and work on this Nu Skin opportunity full time. So for the past 4 years, I've been able to travel the world and choose when I get to wake up in the morning, what hours I want to work, where I want to work in the world. And 2 years ago, I had my little boy, Bobby, which means I've had the freedom and flexibility to be able to build my business around him and watch him grow and learn throughout that time as well. So I'm really excited to be going through this business opportunity overview with you this evening. And I hope you see exactly what I saw 5 years ago. So 5 points for a business platform. This can be any kind of business platform if you're trying to get a business set off the ground. We're going to be going through trends, company, products, income potential, and timing. So for the first one, the trends, two that really stick out to me on this screen is learning and earning. So gone are the days where you would go to university for all those years, not really earn much of an income, but at the end of it, you'll be stuck with a lot of debt and maybe in something that you really don't want to kind of pursue long term. Another huge trend is social media and anti-aging and health and well-being. So everyone's wanting to look and feel a lot younger. I was really surprised to find out that people as young as 18, 19, 20 are getting Botox and fillers. So people are really looking after their skin and their health. Another thing as well is that people are living longer, which means they're staying older. So that's another reason why they really want to look after their skin. So your business is Nu Skin Enterprise, and we're opening 50 markets globally, which means that you don't have to physically be in any of these 50 markets because we have social media, which is an amazing way to be able to build business. All you need to do is be able to connect with people in these different markets and show them the opportunity, which means that you can have a global business at a click of a button. Between the years of 2009 and 2018, you can see we doubled our revenue in a time what was really difficult for a lot of companies worldwide. There was a global double dip recession happening. And so as you can see, like I said, to be able to double our revenue in that time where still shops on the high street are still being affected. I was so shocked to find out about Thomas Cook the other week, literally going bust. So it is still really affecting companies. So to say that we grew in this time shows that you're going to be with a company that's rock solid. We've had huge success since 1984, and that's also still growing. And we're also publicly traded on the New York Stock Exchange, which means that any facts and figures you see online tonight, you'll be able to go and view yourself. So the Nu Skin Science, because I'm a makeup artist and beauty therapist, I wanted to make sure that when I was partnering with a company that it was going to be a company that done exactly what they say they do. And I was completely blown away to see that there was over 75 in-house scientists working on our products. A lot of other companies may only have a handful, but it goes to show that if we have 75 scientific brains working on our products, that they are going to be the best of the best. So these scientists are driven by innovation and addressing the source of aging. And we do this by working on gene expression science, age lock technology. So we don't work on just kind of plumping out lines and wrinkles. We go to the source of the problem and really target that. So we're one of the only companies on the market that work on anti-aging on a cellular level. And what I love is that all our products go through this 6S quality process. So selection, sourcing, structuring, standardization, safety, and subsidization. This basically means that you could buy a product today and you can buy the exact same product in 6 months' time. And we can hand on heart tell you that you're going to get exactly the same quality product every single time you purchase this product. So we're not all about kind of just being a science-based company and having the best products. We're also about creating smiles. Now this little guy here is holding a bag of Vitamil, which is almost like an oat-like porridge, and it contains 25 key nutrients and vitamins a child needs to survive. So what these children would do is go to school to get their education, and once they're there, they get a ticket to then be fed. So what we do as a company and as customers, we can buy these bags of Vitamil for as little as £16 a month, 50p a day, and this will feed a child for a whole month. Now, being a mum myself, I could never imagine not being able to feed my little boy, so this is something that I'm really passionate about. And we've donated more than 600 million meals, and it's 5% of what we do, but 95% of who we are. So if this really does interest you, then please make sure you go back to the person that invited you on the call, and they'll be able to go through different ways on how you can donate and feed a child yourself. So we have over 250 products here in Europe, and I'm just going to go through a couple of the different ranges. So social selling favorites, these are the ones that really do well on social media, that have kind of really disrupted the marketplace. So you probably would have seen loads of before and after pictures of these products, and it's amazing that you can just put these up on social media and create an income from it right away. We also have the Age Lock range, which I briefly mentioned, so anti-aging on a cellular level, and this is a $5 billion brand within its own right. We also have different products like cosmetics, makeup, hair care, skincare, but another thing that really stands out to me is our Pharmanex range, so our supplement range. So we are the only company on the market that can kind of prove that our supplements work. So next to the word Pharmanex, you'll see a biophotonic scanner. And this scanner, what you would do is scan a reading on your palm of your hand, which takes under 30 seconds. It's more accurate than a blood or urine sample. And the reading you'll get is your antioxidant level in your body. So the higher your antioxidant level means that you'll be able to fight off lifestyle diseases. So what we want to do is higher that. So we can increase that by eating more fruit and veg and by taking supplements. So what we would do is scan you beforehand, put our customers on a 3-month program of supplements, and then rescan them in 3 months' time. And there's a full money back guarantee on this, that your scan score would increase. So like I said, there's products for everyone. We have the hair care, skin care, body care, literally you name it, we've probably got it. And the range that stands out for me and really helped me in the beginning was the Clear Action range, just at the front on the left-hand side. I suffered really badly with acne and acne scarring. So for me, this was something that I needed to try for myself. And I was blown away with the results after 5 weeks. My skin had completely transformed. The beauty devices, the Galvanic Spa, which is the second on the left-hand side, was the first product that I was introduced to. So being a makeup artist, I was working on different films, photo shoots, doing a lot of wedding makeup. And what I found was that with this Galvanic Spa, you could do a half-face demo and see instant results. When I had my first demo, I was just 24, 25 at the time, so I didn't really have many lines or wrinkles, but like I said, my skin was really decongested and had a lot of scarring. So after literally 5 to 10 minutes, I could see my eyebrow had lifted, my cheek was more contoured. I was blown away with the results, and this is what really kind of drew me into the opportunity. Because of my background, we trained in college with Galvanic, so it's nothing new, it's been going over 50 years. But what is really, really unique is that it's a handheld device. The Galvanics that we used to train with in college, they were big bulky machines that had loads of different cables, and you had to plug them into the wall. You had pads that you'd put on your face and body and kind of hope that you'd done it right when you turn on the electrics. Whereas this, it's so simple and easy to use. Because this done so well, we brought out the Body Galvanic. So this works on cellulite, stretch marks, bingo wings, you name it, it can work on it. For me, after having my little boy, I would use it on my mum tum, so it helps break down fat cells as well. What's really unique about this is, one, that it's a handheld device, and 2, that it's part of the ageLOC range, so it works on a cellular level like I mentioned. The next beauty device is called the LumiSpa, and this is the one kind of just in the middle, and this one has actually been voted now the best cleansing device on the market. So we've sold over 2 million units of this device, so it's something that is really disrupting the marketplace. And in 2018 and 2019, all these devices have been awarded the #1 beauty at home devices. So these are the world's leading beauty devices on the market at the moment. So media coverage, we don't pay for any celebrity endorsements or to be featured in any magazines. But last year, I think it was every couple of months, we would see our products in all of these different magazines. So we've been listed in Vogue, Marie Claire, Cosmopolitan, Forbes, you name it, we've probably been in it. And what I love is that we don't pay for the celebrity endorsements. What we do is these magazines want to know what these products are because they're seeing them on social media. And then they want us to, then we would send them the products for them to try. And then if they like them, they'll write a review on our products in their magazines. So the development of any business platform, so there's a franchise concept, the business to business model, and then the business to consumer. So just to break down, a franchise concept would be something that you buy into, like your McDonald's, that would have the branding already set out in place, you'd have a customer list already in place, and you'd have a system that was already there that worked. Business to business model like Amazon and Starbucks, and then we have the business to consumer model, which is like your Uber and Airbnb. So these are ones that I use all the time. So really a clever business model with Uber. They don't own any of the cars and they don't have any of the staff. They don't have any staff. So what they would do is connect the consumer to the business and then earn a commission from that. Exactly the same as Airbnb. They don't own any of the properties, but they connect the properties to the consumer and then would make a commission from loaning out the properties. So Nu Skin platform offers flexible choices. So we build ours based on a share, build and lead, so a three-part way to be able to get paid. And we are connectors. So we build a global network of partners, salespeople and customers. And we basically just connect people to the business and to the products. So how the compensation plan works, you get a free membership which will enable you to log online and buy your Nu Skin products. We have the share part, which means you'll be able to retail the products and make a markup. The build part, where you can create different teams and earn different bonuses. Then the lead part, which is where you build multiple teams, and that's where your leverage time and income comes from in the future. So the key milestones in the business would be your first step is working towards what we call a brand representative. And this is by basically building a customer base and qualifying within 6 months. Then there's the brand partner part. And that's by teaching others to become brand representatives. And then the brand director is by leading all these different teams. So like I said, brand representative, this slide is very, very wordy, but I want you to focus on the monthly averages just in the center. At a brand representative part, this is the first step on this first slide here. And this is when you've gone through the qualification process, and you'll be earning on average around £300 per month at this level. To then become a brand partner, all you need to do is go out and help one person become a brand representative. So you've done it yourself, which means you can go out and help others do exactly the same. Then on average, you're going to be earning around £550 per month. The next step is you've seen a brand partner, which means you've helped 2 to 3 people become brand representatives. On an average, it's about £1,000. But then I really want to talk about executive brand partner, because this is where it gets really exciting and interesting. On average, you're going to be earning around £1,700 per month. And just to remind you that at this point, you'll probably be working on this business part-time alongside your children or a full-time job. So this is where a lot of people kind of think, right, I'm going to let go of my full-time job and work on my Nu Skin business solely, to then work up to those larger incomes you can see right there. Another point in this business, Nu Skin recognise you and reward you with a success trip for you and a +1. They'll pay for your flights, your accommodation, your food and your excursions while you're out there. And it means that you get to go to various different locations around the world. So you can qualify up to 2 trips a year, 2 to 3 trips a year, and you get to bring a +1 on all these trips. So we've been to places like Miami, Cape Town, a private island in Croatia, skiing in Switzerland, skiing in Utah, and many, many more places. So to become a brand director and the brand director part of the compensation plan, it just basically means that you're helping your people you've personally recruited into the business, help them create leadership teams. Now, what a leadership team would be that your team would be turning over a certain amount of volume. I'm not going to go into it in too much detail, but I'm going to just talk to you through the averages. So you can be earning around £3,500 per month, £7,500 per month, and then about £20,000 per month on average from this opportunity. Now, when I first started, I kind of looked at this and thought, yeah, right, there's no way that anyone's kind of earning £20,000 per month in this business. But since the 5 years that I've been in this opportunity, I've seen numerous people hit this top milestone in the business. And you've got to ask yourself, we see this as a 5 to 10 year plan. Where do you see yourself at the moment in 5 years' time in the job that you're already doing? Do you see yourself kind of expanding, or who do you know in your business right now that is earning around £20,000 per month? Because you could be earning this on average in this opportunity in the next 5 to 10 years plus. So get supported based on experience. So what I love about this opportunity is that you get so much online support, and we have so much web material, printed materials, local events you can go to, global events you can go to as well, plus calls. And we base this mainly on teamwork. So when I started my makeup and beauty business, I couldn't go and ask the person down the road, a makeup artist down the road, what they were doing to create success. I had to kind of work it all out myself. But with this business, we base so much on teamwork that we help and support one another to create that success globally. So you'll never ever be alone. Make it your time now. So Nu Skin is uniquely positioned on trend. Many of the people are looking for an alternative income source, and we have our brand new game-changing device, the Lumi Spa. So just to wrap up, the trends that we've gone through is like the social media, anti-aging and well-being, and the earning and learning. The company is a rock solid company, isn't going to be going anywhere. Over 30 years of success that's still growing. The products are award winning in loads of different magazines. The income potential is there for you to earn. You've just got to ask yourself, how much time are you willing to invest and how much money do you want to earn? And the timing is right for Nu Skin. You've just got to ask yourself, is the timing right for you to start something new? So thank you so much for joining me on this overview this evening. Please go back to the person that invited you on the call and look forward to seeing and working with you very, very soon.